morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to talk about a bunch of Mega Evolution products. You see, Mega Evolution, it's coming out of Japan. It's a big set. It's kind of a big deal. Start of a new block, the Mega Evolution block. And with a new set, we get a bunch of new products. Are these going to be good? I don't know. Probably. But I want to start off with one of the coolest, which is going to make me sad because I have enough playmats. It's the Mega Evolution Playmat. And here's the thing. This isn't one piece of art or anything like that. It is a full-on rubber playmat with, well, basically all the, well, not all, that's a lie, but a bunch of the Mega Evolution Pokemon on there. Lucario, Gardevoir, Camerupt, Kangaskhan, Latios, and Absol. Just kind of chilling, doing their own thing. Absolutely beautiful. And it is great having a playmat like this where instead of just going, well, we're highlighting one Pokemon, they've managed to basically highlight the entire set, but they haven't used the artwork from the set necessarily. Well, no, they haven't used the artwork from the set. So this is kind of cool. It's like key art for the set in general, but specifically for all these Pokemon, it's just lovely, frankly. Now, being a rubber playmat, not terribly cheap. It's 2,970 yen, which brings it in at near enough $20 and exactly £15. So, not terribly expensive for a rubber playmat, and it is particularly cool, and I think we're going to be okay with that. I really like this. I love the fact that they've gone for the full scene. It just makes me happy. And they've even gone and put the little zones on for all your cards just in case you forget. Now, while we're here talking about this, we have both sleeves and deck box for Mega Brave. And to be clear, they are very much using the booster pack artwork of Mega Brave here. They've whacked it on sleeves, they've whacked it on a deck box, they haven't really done anything to it. This is basically just the artwork from the booster pack, but on sleeves and a deck box, which to be fair is a very standard thing that Pokemon tend to do. Now, sleeves here are regular sleeves that are retailing for 889 yen. You're talking $6 or £4.50. And the deck box is the usual extremely cheap 500 yen, which means that you are talking about $3.40 or £2.50. With a tiny little bit of rounding, not too much. Now, of course, the whole point here is that this is celebrating the set. So, yes, it is the booster pack artwork of Mega Brave, but it's also because of the whole Mega Lucario thing. And if you want to make a Mega Lucario deck, these are very clear sleeves and deck box to use. But if you're more of a Mega Symphonia / Mega Gardevoir fan, don't you worry your pretty little head about it, because we've got you covered here as well. We've got Gardevoir sleeves and a Gardevoir deck box. Same prices as the Lucario, so don't need to go into the prices unless they're any different. But here we've got Gardevoir. And of course, this is very much the booster pack of Mega Symphonia. And it is here because Mega Gardevoir is going to be in the set. Now, I'm more of a Lucario dude myself. Lucario is a deck I'm getting hyped for from Mega Evolution, or Mega Brave Mega Symphonia in Japan. But if you're more of a Gardevoir person, and it's kind of looking like there's going to be a few people that are Gardevoir people, well, wonderful news. This is going to work absolutely beautifully for you now, isn't it? Yay! So there you kind of headline Mega Evolution products, but there's a whole bunch as well. Now, the weirdest one for me, there's some more Evolution Pokemon, but the weirdest one for me, Cinderace sleeves and deck box. Again, we're talking about the same price here, but Cinderace? And look, the artwork here is cool, and you've got both the pre-evolutions there, very visible on the sleeves. On the deck box, we've got Rabu on the right-hand side, and I'm assuming Score Bunny's on the left, but we can't see it from the angle we've been given. And now, don't get me wrong, Cinderace is in the set. There is a Cinderace in Mega Evolution, and Cinderace gets a sleeves and deck box because there's a Cinderace in Mega Evolution. And don't get me wrong, it's a cool Pokemon, I just don't really understand why it's good enough to get sleeves and deck box. It's got an ability that if it's in your hand when you're setting up to play, you can put it face down as you're active, which admittedly is cool. And single energy, 50 damage, search a deck for free basic and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. And we have seen Pokemon like this be alright in the past, but this still strikes me as a slightly odd choice. I'm not saying it's horrendous or anything like that, but this one I personally find a little bit surprising. I wouldn't have imagined that Cinderace was going to go and get this treatment. Now, Mega Mawile, however, yeah, that's a bit more like it. Mega Mawile, of course, is coming in the set as well. And that is getting sleeves and a deck box. And this one I kind of get a bit more. It's a Mega EX, and it's quite good, to be fair. Basic Pokemon 2 energy, and it does 80 damage for each prize card you've already taken. And then we got free energy 260, but if there's any damage counters on the defending Pokemon, it only does 30. It's alright. I like the first attack a lot more, kind of late game 2 energy, basic Pokemon go nuts. And it's a Mega, so yeah. Mega Evolution, celebrate the Mega Pokemon, why not? Again, sleeves and deck box, again, same price, we don't need to go too deep into it. And then they're going to celebrating Mega Absol, and bearing in mind, right, Mega Absol and Mega Mawile we only had as promos previously, so getting them in the first set, kind of a big deal. Pokemon are putting these Pokemon forward, so it's kind of nice that they're getting this love shown to them. So Mega Absol here, we got 2 energy, and if your opponent's active Pokemon has exactly 6 damage counters, instant KO! There's also free energy 200, and you look at your opponent's hand, and you get to the discard card from there. It's alright, but it's really the first attack here again that we're focused on. But we got Mega Absol, big Mega Pokemon from the set, getting sleeves and a deck box, and I look at this and I'm like, yeah, you know what? That'll do quite nicely. And then we got Kangaskhan. Now, for some reason, Kangaskhan doesn't get a deck box. Kangaskhan just gets sleeves, which is weird because I think Kangaskhan looks better than Mawile and Absol. Could be wrong, but I really like Kangaskhan. If it's active, just draw 2 cards, which you can only use 1 per turn, even if you've got multiple Kangaskhan, but still drawing 2 extra cards, that's brilliant. And the attack is fine, 200 damage, flip a coin until you get tails, 50 more for each heads. But it's a colorless basic Pokemon, and as I explained previously, you can make this into a supremely beefy Pokemon, and that alone is pretty gosh darn good. But no deck box here, just sleeves. But then we get to the, look, they're not good, but we wanted to give them sleeves Pokemon, like Celebi. And Celebi does get a card in the set. It's not a good card. It's not an exciting card, but Celebi does get a card in the set. For what it's worth, Shuckle also gets a card in the set, and obviously Bulbasaur does because we got Mega Venusaur coming in. So, and to be fair, the Bulbasaur is done by Okacheke, which makes me incredibly happy. But, you know, the Celebi searches out free grass Pokemon or Stadium. It's not absolutely unplayable garbage, but it is pretty bad, if I'm honest with you. And I know, you know, we also get the Bulbasaur and the Shuckle on there, but the Shuckle ain't great. And the Bulbasaur's kind of cool, but really it's there because it evolves into Venusaur. So it's a weird kind of set of Pokemon to be featuring here, but hey-ho, they're here, so why not? And then Pachirisu. Pachirisu somehow makes the cut and gets her own set of sleeves. Only sleeves, but still makes the cut. Now, it's actually a really interesting card, because single energy, 10 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, if the Pokemon that was hit by this attack has an energy attached from hand, they take 8 damage counters, which sounds really good, but in reality, you're just not going to attach an energy while it's active. So, it's not actually terribly exciting, if I'm honest with you. Still gets its own set of sleeves, which is cool, but yeah. Also, as a side note, it's whenever they attach an energy, so if they attach more than one, they'll actually take more than 8 damage, but it's never really gonna work. There's some odd choices here getting sleeves, but I don't hate it. I think it's quite cool. There's some good ones, and then there's some, it's nice that they got them. Now, there is also a frame, display frame Mega Revolution. This is coming in for 1,490 yen. And it's just a Mega Revolution symbol and a bunch of patterns. Oh, it's exactly $10 to the cent as I'm recording, or £7.50. It's cool. It's a new frame. We don't get these frames over here, so kind of nice when you see a cool one in Japan. I've imported a couple. They are quite nice. Although I don't think they fit sleeved cards that well, so do bear that in mind. And then to finish off, we got sleeves and deck box for Japan Championships. It's got the key art on it, featuring Mewtwo and Pikachu. And that's about it, honestly, but still, that's kind of enough, right? And although to be fair to deck box, you've got, some others around the side, Dragonite and Goodra and all of that. And then we got a playmat featuring all the key art from Japan Nationals. Koraidon's on there, and Garchomp's on there, and Miraidon's on there, and Dragapult. Everyone's on there. Everybody's come to play. It's kind of beautiful, but it's also clearly like a Japan Nationals playmat. So if you go to Japan Nationals and you want to remember the tournament, this is phenomenal. If you don't, I'm not sure it's going to be that great. So there we go. That's what you need to know. That's all the stuff that's coming. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what looks awesome. Tell me what looks skippable. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Evan Parker, who's been a supporter of ours for a long time now and seems to be a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing is always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.